A nonprofit in San Francisco called the San Francisco Parks Alliance has closed down because, well, nobody wants to give them money anymore. They had financial turmoil, and it was found out that donor dollars were mismanaged. Now, I got a video from local folks there in San Francisco talking about this, and you might not care about it, but this is endemic of what goes on in that state. It really is. It shows what these folks do there. Because after you hear this, I'm going to have two clips immediately after that that are going to show you what some of the money, mostly coming from tax dollars, because, well, they were mismanaging all the donations that were supposed to go to kids' parks. We're going to show you what they were spending money on, which were free shows, but you'll get to see it. So, let's let you see all this. And also hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Here we go. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Well, a nonprofit that works to beautify parks, or at least is supposed to, in open spaces, is accused of mismanaging millions of dollars.
The money was supposed to go to smaller organizations to fund new playgrounds, but it's now gone. Dahlin reports.
Some families waited 6 years for a new playground at the spot, but most of the donated money to build that playground is gone, leaving the donor and families very upset.
So the first phase when we came here was ending, and the money that we donated was supposed to go to a park here and a park over there for, the children in the neighborhood.
Nicola Miner and her family's Baker Street Foundation donated $3 million to the San Francisco Parks Alliance to build 2 playgrounds at Crane Cove Park. She learned a couple of days ago the nonprofit reportedly spent most of that money, $1.9 million, on general expenditures.
I wanted a park here. That was what our money was for. Money was not for general operating expenses. And so I just feel a real sense of betrayal.
Nicola says the biggest victims are the families that have been waiting for the playgrounds.
The fact that they took money away from families, I'm speechless. I actually can't even believe somebody would do that.
Neighbor R.J. Andrews and his family live 2 blocks away. Like many people who live in this landlocked dog patch neighborhood, they've been wondering, where are the promised playgrounds?
When they broke ground, we were so excited, even more excited to learn that there's going to be a playground coming. And that was a long time ago. That was 6-7 years ago when those first plans came out. That pad has been sitting empty since the park opened in 2020. And since 2020, we've grown a family.
Their son, Atlas, celebrated his 4th birthday at Crane Cove Park on Sunday. And they're expecting a second child in a couple of weeks.
We have a lot of great new parks. We have a Bayview Park. Esprit Park was just redeveloped. There's one in front of the hospital, a small park. None of them have playgrounds. All right, so to go to a playground, we actually have to take a bit of a trek.
The Parks Alliance previously said the 2 playgrounds and a new dog park would open in June next month. But no money means no construction.
A disappointment.
The Parks Alliance distributes private money to city projects and helps smaller organizations collect donations. The San Francisco Chronicle reports the nonprofit used at least $3.8 million earmarked for specific projects to cover operating expenses. The previous CEO and CFO are no longer with the organization. The new CEO released a statement that reads in part, SFPA is working hard to correct the errors of the past and begin a new era of transparency and fiscal accountability with our community partners and with the city and county of San Francisco.
I haven't heard them apologize at all.
Nicola demands a criminal investigation. She says families deserve to know where the money really went.
I just think it's gone. I don't think there's going to be parks here for a while.
The future of the two playgrounds now up in the air. Nicola filed a complaint with the state attorney general. She plans to file a complaint with the city attorney as well. It's unclear if there'll be a criminal investigation.
The Chronicle reports a few small organizations that bank their donation money with the Parks Alliance have had a hard time getting their money out.
And now there are real concerns that the Park Alliance will simply shut down.
This Friday, a free block party is kicking off Pride Weekend in the heart of downtown San Francisco. Drag Me to Front Street will be co-hosted by Bobby Friday and special guest Peaches Christ, and will feature performances by local drag icons, a live DJ, street drinking, and of course, glamour. Immediately following the event, the party will continue to Embarcadero Plaza, where Illuminate will host the dramatic Pride-themed lighting of Our Evolution and the world's largest Pride flag, affectionately known as the Gazers. Both events are free to attend, but if you pre-register for the block party, you'll snag yourself complimentary drag swag to spice up your Pride look. Grab your ticket, dust off your dancing shoes, and we'll see you this Friday.
Is it any surprise that California is basically the football bat of the United States? Seriously, everybody keeps talking about, well, if we got rid of California, then we would be hurting. No, we wouldn't. There is nothing about California that helps the United States. We don't need it. It's become a burden. Well, not financially, is what you'll hear people say. Let me tell you something. It's gotten to the point that there are so many bad things going on in California. And there's bad things going on all over the U.S., but us getting rid of California, you have all these folks that want this to go back to Mexico. Okay, fine. We'll let the cartels take over, because they're doing a pretty good job of it right now, thanks to the Democrats in that state. And this was something that was meant for kids. They took money that was meant to make lives better for kids, and they pocketed it. And I hope that there are some criminal charges coming, because this is idiotic. Seriously, this is some idiocy right here. Government folks weren't paying attention to where tax dollars were going. Were they too busy going to the two events that I showed you after the news clip? I mean, that's the only thing that I can figure out. Those two events that I showed you are connected to the San Francisco Parks Alliance. They set those up. So they don't care about kids, but they care about that stuff. But hey, it's San Francisco. We know how that goes. But at the same time, we need to keep track of what Democrats are doing in California, because folks all over the nation that are Democrats are wanting to do that in your state. Remember that. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.